Most fragile items do not break because shipping is rough. They break because they were packed wrong. Today I am taking you behind the scenes at Jade Plus June to show you how fragile items are packed to survive real-world shipping. This is the exact process I use to protect delicate pieces, reduce damage, and make sure every order arrives the way it should. If you sell, ship, or care about fragile items, this is how to pack them the right way. See real examples: glass pieces, ceramics, vintage, home decor, delicate shapes, and thin edges. Some items chip easily, some crack under pressure, others break from the smallest movement. These are the kinds of pieces I pack every day at Jade Plus June, and each one requires the right materials, the right technique, and the right amount of protection. As we go through the process, you will see how each item is handled differently and why careful packing makes all the difference. Packing fragile items the right way behind the scenes at Shop Jade and June. Packing fragile items is not just about shipping. It is about protection, trust, and making sure items arrive safely. Today, I am sharing how I pack fragile items step by step using materials that are effective, efficient, and eco-conscious. This is the full process from start to finish. Why fragile packing matters. Fragile items are most often damaged because of impact, movement, and pressure. Most breakage happens inside the box when items are allowed to shift. My rule is simple. No movement means no damage. Choosing the right box. I always start with the right size box. Boxes that are too big allow movement. Boxes that are too small create pressure. Fragile items need at least 2 inches of cushioning on all sides. Double wall, corrugated boxes provide more protection than single wall boxes. Whenever possible, I reuse sturdy boxes that are still strong and intact. Before packing, I check that the box has strong corners, no tears, and reinforced bottom seams, creating a base layer. Before the item goes in, I build a protective base. The bottom of the box takes the most impact during shipping. I use crumpled paper, honeycomb paper, or recycled craft paper. Paper works well because it compresses and absorbs shock. Loose fill alone is not enough because it shifts too easily. Wrapping fragile items. Each fragile item is wrapped individually. I start with a soft inner layer to prevent scratches. Then I add the main protective layer for glass and ceramics. I use bubble wrap with bubbles facing inward or layered paper wrap. 2 to 3 layers of wrap greatly reduce breakage. Corners and edges get extra padding. If the item is hollow, I lightly fill the inside with paper to prevent collapse. The wrapped item should feel secure, not soft, and not rigid. Preventing movement. After wrapping, the item goes into the box, but the job is not done. Nothing inside the box should move when shaken. I add padding on all sides and on top. If packing multiple items, I separate them with thick layers. Items should never touch each other. Empty space causes damage, so every gap is filled. Eco-friendly materials that work. Sustainable packing can still be protective. Paper-based materials perform extremely well when layered correctly. Paper is recyclable, compresses under pressure, and does not shift like plastic fillers. Recycled boxes and paper reduce waste while still protecting items. Doing the shake test before sealing, I gently shake the box. If I hear movement, I reopen and adjust. If nothing moves, there is no momentum and less risk of breakage. Sealing the box. Tape is important. I seal the center seam, the side seams, and any weak points. This method adds strength and prevents the box from opening during transit. Fragile labels in reality. Fragile labels help, but they are not a guarantee. Packages are handled quickly and stacked. That is why proper packing matters more than labels. Final quality check. Before shipping, I do one last check. The box is rigid. There is no rattling. Seams are sealed. The label is secure. Why I pack this way. At Shop Jade and June. Packing is part of the product. Careful packing reduces damage, lowers returns, saves money, and builds trust. Fragile items do not break because shipping is rough. They break because they were allowed to move. When you eliminate movement, you eliminate damage. Everything is packed by hand with care every time. If you enjoyed seeing how fragile items are packed with care and intention, This is how every order is handled at Jade Plus June. Each piece is packed by hand using thoughtful, protective, and eco-conscious materials because how something arrives matters just as much as what it is. Follow Jade Plus June on Instagram for behind-the-scenes packing, weekly drops, and curated finds. Thank you for supporting small, intentional resale businesses.